Hello everybody, this is Andy, and welcome to episode 4 of Divine Journey. As you can see, I've expanded this ever so slightly. I need to make a secondary pathway up here at some point, but for the time being, I've just been cooking up a bunch of steel, some more coal coke, and the like, because we're going to need a lot of steel today. I've been putting this off for a couple of days, honestly, recording this video, because I am quite ahead in recording at this moment, but start there. But we are going to try and get all the way through immersive engineering today, which is going to be quite a task, and probably not one that we're going to actually succeed in, so we're going to do our best. Or, maybe I'll play for 8 hours and we'll kind of finish this thing off, but, let's see what happens. So, first things first, why don't we think about water wheels? So we can make water wheels. We should also try and get things like LV wires, LV wire connectors, and probably an engineer's workbench for sure. That's kind of expensive. I made a bunch of treated wood so we can continue making coal coke. As you can see, we have like 6 stacks in here, and we should kind of be good to go. Wait, a chair wand? It makes it a location to sit. That's kind of cool, actually. Never gonna use that, but it's kind of cool. I went ahead and made the engineer's workbench. It's not that bad. Here are 6 water wheels. That's kind of nice. These connectors cannot be made quite yet, but that's all right because we're going to need something called a Kinetic Dynamo, I think. Actually, we are gonna have to do this right now. I might need to go collect some clay so we can smelt it up. Oh yeah, while I'm sort of doing some crafting, by the way, I have all the stuff for the water wheels. I just need to make a little bit more stuff, and then, we'll build them somewhere that seems fit. I did update the pack because I was on a much earlier version of the pack. That got rid of everything in my backpack. Good thing is, we have these cool epic backpacks, which are enormous, so huge upgrade, except for all of the items that I now no longer have, so whatever. Okay, I think I've done the base amount of crafting we need to kind of get into immersive engineering. I'm going to slowly but surely figure out how to set up these water wheels because it's been a while since I've actually done it. I know each Kinetic Dynamo can handle 3 water wheels, and they should produce somewhere around 70 to 80 RF per tick. I just need to actually, get the water running and stuff in the correct ways. And I also made all of the stuff we need for our first metal press, which is going to be very important in the early game to save us a lot of resources very quickly. I don't know if you can actually make plates out of the smelter here. I don't think you can, but it's slow and kind of inefficient anyways, so I don't choose to do it. Okay, so I think what I have here is 2 max or almost max powered water turbines or water wheels, and I will make them look pretty in just a little bit, but for the moment we should probably try and get things sort of functional. You cannot, wait, there? You cannot attach a wire to the same point. Linking from that to that. Okay, I don't know why it was being weird there. So we attach these. Connectors can only attach to one other thing. Relays can attach to several other things. So we'll use relays to, combine wires into one and send them to other stuff. The stuff that it's going to be sent to is a capacitor, but for the moment the capacitor is slightly expensive. So what I think I'm going to do is set up one of these metal presses right here-ish. I think I'll have a line of machines going right here, and then we'll fill in more, and we'll have, like, relays up in the air and that kind of cool stuff, so it should look nice. Let me remember if I can... There's no way I can do this from memory. I'm gonna have to look up the engineer's manual thing for the metal press. Okay, then we whack somewhere on the piston, and it forms. So, for now, I'm going to need, well, forever, I'm going to need to put a connector on top. For now, I will just link directly from this relay to this connector, and we'll get some power. But we can't have a metal press without a metal press mold, which is why I made a couple of crafting component things in here. So now I have metal press molds. I just need, I believe, 5 steel plates to cut it into whichever one I want. So I'm going to make wire and plate, or I guess I could do plate first and then make the other plates 1 to 1. And okay, there we go, all hooked up, metal press just like that. And of course, I forgot my steel. Okay, here we go, 16,000. It's not RF, it's IF technically for this mod. Ooh, that is so slow. That feels slower than normal. But whatever, as you can see, it spits stuff out over here. We can place a chest directly on the end here to take the outputs, and we can put a hopper right over here to, you know, buffer a bunch of inputs instead of just laying them into the world. But I'll do that in just a moment. I need 10 iron plates in order to make the hoppers, so I will craft those up, and I'll be right back. These machines in immersive engineering in this pack are so excruciatingly slow, and I don't have the time in a bottle, right? Time in a bottle? No, no time in a bottle here. So I just kind of have to sit through it. I would honestly consider adding time into a bottle to this pack just to save myself a little bit of sanity because, geez. And I'm not going to get better plate or wire machines for a while, actually. There are no plate or wire machines in Mechanism, I don't believe. So not until we get into Chapter 10, which is thermal expansion, that we get that kind of stuff. Kind of crazy. Okay, so in terms of transferring power around the base, this is kind of what it's going to look like for now. Floating blocks, they might be there for a little bit, but I don't know, maybe I'll try and make them fancy or something, but basically we need to have a battery buffer of some sort slowly charging up. This will, 100,000 RF right now is going to be quite the buffer. We shouldn't be able to eat through that until we get into bigger machines, which we will do actually fairly shortly. Connector into a relay, and then relay into the machines, and we can send more wires off of this into other relays and stuff that we place pretty much anywhere. So I can now place, I kind of want this one to be the wire mold, that to be the plate mold, and I'm going to put 2 more metal presses right here for rods and gears. And alright, there we go. That is metal presses probably done for the entire pack, and it's kind of nice to actually have some machines going right now. I wonder if this thing is filled yet. Okay, it has entirely filled. I don't actually know how much RF I'm producing. I don't think I particularly care because we're going to get better RF very soon. Hello, little crap. In the meantime, since I'm just, you know, waiting for some stuff to smelt up, I wanted to show you something I found kind of, like, insane. Actually stupid. So small storage crate, usually a pretty early game, like, you know, storage solution. You still have to search through it manually, but, you know, it's got a lot of storage, and it's pretty nice and easy to craft. So we need wood casings. Wood casings require machine frames. Machine frames require machine cases. Machine cases, oh, block of steel, that's easy. Enhanced machine parts. Enhanced machine parts require enhanced machine chassis. Enhanced machine chassis require end steel chassis, and then soul machine chassis, and then industrial chassis, and then simple chassis, and then machine frames, and then machine blocks, and then steel casings, and then, you know, we're at the end. Energized osmium, something that we can make. What? Why is this like a late game item? There is no, what are wood casings for? Nothing. This should not be such an expensive item. It's insane. Now, since we need a lot of steel, it's probably time for us to upgrade our blast furnace, and unfortunately, I do love using coal coke because it's much more efficient. I think we are probably also going to need to begin just using straight up coal. The reason you use coal coke is it becomes a 1-to-1 coal ratio by just, you know, using some extra time. In the reinforced blast furnace, we will not be able to keep up with our demand, so we'll probably need to just throw 4 stacks of coal in there to 1 stack of steel. What was I doing? This, and then I need to make a hopper as well for the top, and we should be able to form the multi-block. That'll finish everything for the quest in here, so we can also begin looking at making the heaters. These make it even faster, because you are using power instead of just, you know, doing it based on like the coal or whatever. It also still does use coal, but it's pretty good. So I think what I'm gonna do is, since it will use some space and require some power, I'll put it somewhere over here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to quite fit it in right there, but maybe we can just say go right here, I guess. This is the structure: 27 reinforced blast brick, 1 hopper on top, and you just gotta whack it somewhere, I think right there. Yeah, and it turns into this cool looking thing. It actually doesn't take up all of the space, so we need a 1 block on each side. Is this 5 blocks wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could sneak it in here. It'd be a little cramped. I think we'll probably just use that space for something else eventually. Anyways, now that we have this, we're actually able to fully automate this thing. I think in the top goes resources, out comes here. So let's put a little bit of coke in there. Actually, I do want to check, does coke get inserted through the top as well, or just does it, like, it knows where things need to go, is what I'm saying, and I'm really hoping it does. Okay, it looks like it does know where things need to go, so I can just shove a chest up here and we'll be able to put a ton. Very loud car. I don't know if you were able to hear that. We can put a chest up there and just put a ton of stuff in there, and out the back comes slag, so we do need to put a chest right here as well, and then the heaters are put on the sides. Let me craft up the stuff that we need for the heaters, and then we will see what's coming up next. I need a bunch of iron plates, and that's about it. Okay, here we go. There are the preheaters. I believe you need to actually like click them into the holes or they won't probably go in the correct place. We need to connect them up. I guess I'm probably going to need to put another relay somewhere. Let me figure out where to put that. Okay, all connected up, and I have 3 pieces of iron left, so I'm going to have to go mining in just a moment. But let's just take a look and see just how fast this is. Still not quick, but I'm assuming that is much, much faster. And it looks like it's using 32 RF per side per tick, so that's probably 64-ish RF, which means, are we even draining this? It looks like the answer is no, not quite, so we're producing a fair amount of power with our water wheels, and okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm gonna claim the blocks of coal so we can shove these into here just for when stuff runs out. Okie dokie. Alright, so I took just a moment of time and I made everything for the fermenter, the squeezer, and the crusher. We need to set up this crusher first because it gates the squeezer quest, because we need to get some coke dust, which I guess means, ooh, I probably need to save a little bit of this. Darn. Well, looks like we just have a lot of steel then. Hopefully a couple of pieces of coke are in here. I got 1. Oh yeah, by the way, what the heck? By the way, you can't use coal for steel on this pack. That's been disabled, which is a little unfortunate, but we will get over it. Let me go ahead and set up everything for the crusher. I'll probably put this just like right over here because it's not a machine that's going to need to be hooked up to a lot of stuff. What happened to my... and yeah, I'm not going to make you watch this. And here we go. This should be the structure. Yep, click right there. And items should go in the top and come out right here. Let me grab a chest to put that stuff in. I just set up 6 chests because I looked and there are 6 machines that we need to make in this chapter, but we'll probably end up, you know, reusing the 3 chests that I just need to set up before we can even think about making the rest of the machines. So where is power? Power is right here. I'll probably just run a line directly from that relay to there. Okay, so I went ahead and made the squeezer as well, and now we have some coke dust all crushed on up. Connect that to this. Hopefully it goes. Yep, it goes just fine. And this thing should have power. Perfect. And we can just put some coke dust in here, and it will very slowly squeeze into hop graphite. Hop graphite is something that we need for something. I don't know. This will complete a quest. And oh my gosh, it uses so much. We need it for radiator blocks, which are going to be used in, it looks like a bunch of good stuff. We're probably going to get into IMME systems before we even get into RF tool stuff, so we don't even have to worry about that. Next step is to make our fermenter. Okay, here's the fermenter. These things are both used to create ethanol and plant oil, or well, this is ethanol, I think, and this is plant oil, I think, and then we'll pump those out into a refinery to create biodiesel, which is something that we're apparently going to need in this pack to make mechanism stuff. It looks like this is a biodiesel generator. I don't know if we're going to actually do that, but anyways, in the meantime, we should start fermenting a little bit of stuff in order to get our first couple of biodiesel things. Very, very soon I'm going to have to upgrade power, and I will probably, in like conjunction with doing that, I'll make some thermoelectric generators. What I will do is I will make some plant guys. What are they called? They're called garden cloches. I can't make them, so I guess we'll just have to wait unless there's a different way of making prudentium ingots. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're gonna have to wait for the runic altar, which is advanced crafting. Oh man, that's kind of rough. Okay, yeah, melons go into the fermenter, and it doesn't use that much energy for this process, I guess, and wheat seeds will go into the squeezer, and this one uses a ton of energy. I can't even transfer that amount of energy. Oh, this one's now using a bunch of energy too. Anyways, we will get, ooh, already a bucket in there. Already a bucket in there. I need to get 2 buckets of this stuff. So I think, yeah, I have a couple in here, and these should complete the quest, and we can see just what we'll have to do next, because I'm assuming since we can't automate this stuff for quite a while, or we can't automate the plant part of this stuff for quite a while, that we're not going to need that much. And it looks like it just opens this quest for the refinery, which actually doesn't look that terrible. Let me go ahead and gather all the things for that. And here we go, this is the refinery. Because of the way it's actually situated, I kind of forgot how it was. I moved a little bit of stuff around, and now I'm putting ethanol into the right side, plant oil into the left side, and we're getting a bunch of biodiesel. What I'm going to do is I will add these buckets to the mix, and then I should just be able to take a bucket of biodiesel, right? Yep, that looks like it's completed the quest, and it looks like we can get into mechanism now, just making energized osmium. So why don't we go, ooh, that's a good one. Let's do that actually. We can put the biodiesel in here just to kind of store it. And I'll make more biodiesel as we need it. 8 buckets is actually a pretty good amount. That's 64 energized osmium, which should take us fairly far. I don't think I've smelted up all of my osmium ores yet. Oh, I placed my ores down here. Let me go ahead and check on that really quickly. Just make sure I don't have to go mining again immediately. Yeah, I'm going to smelt these guys up because we're probably going to need them very, very soon. Anyways, here's that first batch of energized osmium, and with that, we get a bunch more osmium, I think, from this quest, and we get access to applied energistics. Wait. I guess we're probably just gonna open up the quest line. I don't think we can actually make an AE system anytime soon. I think that's probably gonna come way down the hatch, but is this, yeah, another bucket of biodiesel. Let me grab that, just like that, and hopefully this will at least let me see what I need to do in order to get into AE2 eventually, even if I can't, you know, do it right now. So, quest gets me some more Certus, as well as, what is this? Ooh, a wrench, that's always nice. And where is the applied energistics quest line? Actually, it's mechanism. Actually, it looks like we probably can get into this, just it's going to take some more progression before I can like really make a system. The next step on our journey is going to be to create an Ark Furnace. In order to do that, we just have to smelt up some of that hop graphite and make the Ark Furnace electrodes quest or thing in there, and then just put these into here, and we will make some electrodes. Apparently these stack. I didn't know these stacked before. This is the way that you make the electrodes at 100%. Apparently this is the only way to make the electrodes in the pack, but if you don't have one of these, usually this is something you have to like find in the world. You can make electrodes with the rod press using hop graphite ingots. We don't have to worry about that because, you know, we just have this. The next step here is to now create the Ark Furnace, which is quite the recipe. It's going to require a chunk of iron, like a bunch of iron, but it looks pretty doable. I'm going to spend the time crafting up all of these resources. It'll probably take me a couple of hours, just to like wait for stuff to process and that kind of stuff, but I'll be right back and we can build this and then probably upgrade our power just so we can run this thing. Okay, I cut out most of the processing time in most of my videos, but this one specifically has had a lot because of how slow creating steel is and how many times I've had to go mine for iron. My iron is like a scarce resource in this pack. We have so little of it. So little, in fact, that I'm considering making this like miner thing, so we can just mine infinite amounts of iron. But we'll come back to that eventually. It's kind of an expensive multi-block. 13 heavy generator blocks. I think it has like multiple blocks of steel in it, or maybe that comes in the form of this. I don't know. I feel like I remember it being unbelievably expensive, but oh, wait. I'm looking at the biodiesel generator. This quest is still blocked behind this, and yes, I'm 100% certain this thing is unbelievably expensive, potentially worth it though. Anyways, let's go ahead and build the Ark Furnace, which is, you know, everything I have in the inventory here. It's obnoxious to build because I don't have the immersive petroleum or whatever. Whatever adds the projectors, we don't have those in this pack, so I have to build it just by looking at the book, which is obnoxious. Also, where's my book? Alright, there we go, there it is. That's all of the materials I had in my inventory. We'll just have to check and see if it forms. It does form. Oh, I kind of want that back. Those are expensive. Can I have that back, please? Oh wait, did I mention I upgraded to basic universal cables? These are super nice. They're very cheap. They're from Mechanism. They can output their entire input buffer per tick, which is super sick, and we can upgrade them eventually literally just by clicking on them. So that's nice to have. I guess that one's just gone forever because I'm not breaking this thing down in order to just like get it, so that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, so here's the recipe. Just a little bit of energized osmium and some steel rods. You get 6 of them too. So super nice. So this has been formed. We put an output chest here. We click on it. We put the graphite electrodes in here. They have durability, but it goes down pretty slowly. And we need to plug the machine in back here into these 3 spots. So it's gonna look kinda garbage, but we're just gonna have to live with that, I think. And there we go, all connected up, nice and good. We do not have enough power, but we are going to be able to run this thing in short little spurts, which means I'll be able to make steel still. And this is a much better way to make steel, actually. It's a double yield. So let me show you. Actually, I don't think I have any coke right now. I'm pretty sure I'm entirely out of coal coke. But anyways, just to show you, 1 coke dust plus 1 iron ingot makes 2 steel ingots, which is really good. It also means we're kinda getting close to the end of this series of unfortunate events. I need to make some industrial slime balls, which look not like the worst thing I've ever done. And then we need to make some industrial leather, which looks kind of like the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, genuinely, no idea how there are chunk borders in my world. This world has always been on 1.12. None of the mods have really updated, except like none of the terrain generation mods I don't think have been changed. But this happened. You can even see it on the map. It's really weird. I've seen it in a couple of other places too. I don't know if I'll be able to like find it on here, but there's a couple of places where the world is just like cut off. I think one of them is right here. Don't know why. Super weird. Okay, first recipe in our new Ark Furnace. Treated leather into there, and then we need a stalactite. We need imp leather, which I went and hunted in the nether, the buffalo hide scraps, and 8 sugars, and we slowly begin working on here. And what we can do is we can turn that into 8 slots so it works 8 times as fast. The thing is, it does use 8 times as much energy. This is fine for this because it's only using, I believe, 40 RF a tick to make this, but a lot of recipes use 512 RF per tick in this thing, which times 12 is a lot of RF. So industrial leather, I made double the amount we need for our quests, so that is perfectly fine. Pretty good. I can claim one of those whenever I choose to, whichever one I need. Now we just need some industrial slime balls, which I should have pretty much everything for. This and 8 there is, 8 there. We'll put those in there, and I need the other stuff, which I'm gonna grab. And here we go, all of the stuff for 8 industrial slime balls as well. These are used in making like slime boots and that kind of stuff, which I will probably make pretty much immediately. Give me these, please. And I can choose some slime balls from that, which is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, so it wants me to make the hang glider and the slime ball thing, but we probably want to make the artificial scarab body, which we... Oh, man. Wait. Where does this guy spawn? Have I seen him? I guess I probably have, I just haven't killed one. I have searched far and wide. Oh, kind of ruined my my dramatic build-up right there. I've searched far and wide for this beetle. This is the first one I found. Please. Oh, he didn't give me one. Well, I'm hoping there's another one in this plains biome because whew, it's taken me a minute to find even him. Oop, zombie, hello. Oh yes, there's another. Please leave us alone. We have some business to attend to. Oh, come on, dude. These things are so rare. I've found another. Please. Nothing. Oh! Jeez, this is treacherous. I should probably come during the day. Okay, this is the one. For sure. That was not the one. Oh, wow, there's 2 more. Okay, they've gotten much more common. I don't know why. That's the one. And I got 2 of them now. Perfect. For all of the things that I'll have to make this out of. Well, I'll never need another scrap. So, yeah, I don't need these, but cool. But here we are, after a very long journey, the artificial scarab body, completing that quest, getting a very cool 20 diamonds from that for sure. Diamonds have been somewhat rare with all of the resources that are available in mines in this pack, so having 37 diamonds is definitely what we want. Anyways, that's the end of this chapter. I have completed the final goals for Chapter 4, so that's, what I'm gonna, end it as. Next episode, we're gonna do some exploring of the Nether and finish We're gonna finish, wait, what is it? Twilight Forest? Yeah, this will be fun. It'll be a nice, easy day for me. I don't think I'm gonna fight the Wither. We'll see about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe leave a like or something. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.